Welcome back to the channel. You know who we are. I'm Mel, and this is
JC.
Alright, boys and girls, we got an exciting nut card in our hands. But we're not here for the excitement. We're here for it. If the card is not exciting, it is not. So we're doing a video because we like it. We love to entertain, and we also love things that you love too, making money, and it's money time. It's about that time. So, by the way, we want to say something. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the views, subs. Warms my heart to see the channel grow daily, and I appreciate that. We appreciate that. So, let's start out with the first fight of the night. It's gonna be a lady fight, women's strawweight between Miss Pan versus Ducati. Now, Miss Pan is a veteran. She's 39 years old. She's going against a very young Ducati. I still say Pan should have this if
She
uses her IQ. I'm not gonna say I'm 100% sure, but I'm inclining that she will.
Yeah.
She will because she's been on that, not using her IQ many times before, but she's getting she's on age right now, and she knows her end is coming. Alright, so the next fight, there's no big thing here, by the way. The next fight between Mr. Grant versus Stolfus. I don't know what to say about this one. Both of these guys are coming from losses, from 2 losses. So I think Stolfus comes from 3 and Grant is coming from 2. Here's the thing. One of these guys definitely has to win.
Yeah.
And my bet has to be Stolfus.
Yeah, me too.
They'll probably not release both of the fighters, but with the UFC, you'll never know. With Dana White, you never know. He's never there for the events, but he won't be there to fight your ass. So, both of these guys, let me just talk directly to the judges, since you guys are doing whatever the fuck you guys want. Let this guy be a draw, so you don't fire both of them. Alright, so, the next fight is going to be between Mr. Jacoby versus Young. This is our first pick of the night, and it's also a light heavyweight fight. Now, Jacoby has a little bit more experience than Young, but we're picking Young, and the reason for that is
wrestling.
It's the wrestling. It's a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of reach. It's a little bit of height. While Jacoby might be a veteran in sport,
But I think that John is a little stronger than him.
Yes,
so
and
the wrestling is gonna help him.
And the wrestling, if my guy here comes with the plan of, trade a couple of blows and then try to take him to the ground. If he persists, he should win the fight. Now, it doesn't count the fact that Jacoby can strike this guy with 1 blow and can knock him out, because that could have happened in any single fight. I mean, we're seeing things, silly things before, worse than that. So, we're picking Young. That's our first pick of the night. So the next fight is going to be between Mr. Herbert Burns, and it's a featherweight fight, versus Agio.
I have been back and forth in this fight because I think that if it's gonna be soon it's gonna be Burns with a submission. I think if this fight touches the ground, it's gonna be over. But if the fight go long, I think that is Agio. Herbert Burns hasn't shown a lot of cardio, So I think that it's gonna be a submission soon, or will Agio by decision or TKO.
He has to take this guy to the ground. This guy has now. He might be a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The other guy does. They both are.
Yeah.
But Agio does not implement well his takedown defense. Burns should have this one, but then again, he may gas out and then get punched in the face and go to see Jesus Christ, and that's it. So the next fight is gonna be this one is actually really exciting for the type of card that we are breaking down. It's gonna be between Mr. Simmons versus Chor, and it's a bantamweight bout. Now, this doesn't matter how the numbers tell you what they look like. This is a very dangerous fight, and it's a very even fight. Now, Shore is a very dangerous opponent. The guy is undefeated right now. Takedown now versus Simon, definitely is a little bit better than him, but Shore is right after him right there.
I mean, the hands stand up, Shore is better than Simon. And also another thing that we have to look is this guy just beat Timur Valiev, a guy from Dagestan, from Makalaka, and he was taken to the ground. The other guy scored 2 knockdowns. Also, when the other guy took it to the ground, he could stand up. So if you show me that you have good takedown defense, and you show me that you can wrestle with a Makalaka guy, you can wrestle with an American guy.
Absolutely.
You know.
And the thing is, by the way, this is our second pick of the night. We're picking short. The only thing that I'm worried about is short, a little bit of the grappling, but I'm more concerned because Simon, this guy is wild.
Yeah, he goes crazy when he takes you down.
This guy is wild. If Shore follows the same, let's just say, if Simon can intoxicate Shore, I'm gonna say it this way: if he can intoxicate Shore to go wild punching like he does, he's gonna go down. He's gonna go with technique, and that's it. Not going to that wild swinging shit. That's Simon's style.
I think that I don't know what this fight's in the prelims. This fight has to be in the main.
It should definitely be in the main card.
The main card.
But it isn't. So the next fight is between Mr. Soriano versus
Gacha Luambura.
Gacha Liambula. It's a middleweight fight.
This is a KO fight. A KO. One of them is gonna 9-9.
This is the same fight as the other dudes. The other two dudes, Grant and Nastosis. These two dudes are coming from both losses.
Yeah.
One of them has to win. I'm not gonna say if the other one loses the third, he might go out. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. But this is not a pick over here. Liambula, in a way, may have a little bit of.
I prefer Soriano because Soriano has more gas tank. That's the reason. And the IQ that Luambula has is not a good IQ. He was beating Bromwich the last fight, and he was beating him, and he went to the ground and he got cut. If you're winning a fight, when you're gonna go to the ground, when the other guy stand up, and then kill it stand up. So his IQ.
Yeah, but I don't feel like Soriano should be standing up with this guy too long.
I don't know.
But let's just see.
Let me see.
The next fight is gonna be our third pick of the night. It's gonna be between
It's gonna be a dog.
Mace Murphy versus State. Women's flyweight fight. Now, the reason it's very obvious what we're picking Murphy here. Murphy has been winning as of late.
She only got bought by Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah, that's it. And it was, it was not a bad loss.
No, it was.
Even though it was a take, it was a KO.
It was in the 4th round. And was all the stand-up. I don't know why there's so much love for Tate. This line is going crazy. It's minus 220 for Tate. And you're getting Murphy plus 180. We don't have to think about it. We're going to the plus money, like 1 unit, you can win like almost 2 units. And it's gonna be a close fight. It's gonna be like Tate, if he wins, it's gonna be like, she's gonna demolish Murphy. That's not gonna happen. It's gonna be an even fight, and if Tate wins, it's gonna go to decision. So I prefer to be on the plus side. So we are going with Murphy. That's our third pick of the night. And the next fight we have Chen Burgos against Charles Jourdain. This fight is a banger, guys. It's gonna be a KO for sure, or a really bloody decision. These two guys are murdered in the cage. Like, they like to blow, do crazy shit, We just saw what happened to Chen Burgos. I think that this guy has taken a lot of damage recently. The KO that he received for Barbosa was really scary. Like how he went to the back like that. That was almost a year ago, but I think that after that you cannot be the same guy. Like, he has to add a concussion or something with that fight.
Yeah, with concussion they get healed in a couple of months.
But it doesn't give you you lost the toughness or something like.
No, the only thing that I could give you is just a little bit of fear, but getting to that place again. But we're not inside Burgers.
Yeah.
If it was a really bad concussion, we're talking about months of rehab or some crap like that. If that even exists, then he shouldn't even be fighting.
Yeah.
The guy's here to fight. He's fighting Jourdain though. Jourdain is
a crazy guy.
this guy's a crazy son of a bitch,
Yeah.
and he's very technical. So
Yeah.
Burgess has to be careful with this guy. However, we're picking your den in this one.
It's
But
another
you want-
close fight, and we have to go with the money. You know, this is plus money plus 150. We have to go because those two fights they're really close. So you know, we prefer to be in the plus side money.
Right. So the next fight is gonna be between Mr. Schnell versus Young, and it's gonna be a flyweight fight. And we are definitely picking Young
Yeah.
on this one. This guy is an upcoming fighter. This guy is wild.
Yeah. And the left punch that he has, he remembered me to Conor McGregor with the left that he has. It's really technical.
I do believe he's gonna win this fight, and he's got everything going for him. The reach, he's been winning as of late. Height is kind of like the same as Chanel, but
The only that he has to be aware is the ground that Snell has. It's not like this guy implemented his wrestling, but he has good submission attacks. You know?
he's got good submission attacks. But then again, Young has like 100% accuracy takedown, so he doesn't go much for it. But when he goes, he takes the guy to the ground. So he's probably gonna wait until that opportunity until Chanel. It's a little bit gas out, and then he'll take it down to the ground. He only needs to take that guy to the ground once, and he needs a ground and pound game, and that's it. It's over. So
The next fight we have Li Jingliang against Muslim Salikov. This is our fifth and last pick of the night. We are going with Salikov. These two guys, they are stand-up guys. Salikov, he was a world champion in karate, so he has really good stand-up. If I would be Yuli Liang, would try to implement a little of wrestling and try to gas out this guy because sometimes he gas out in the first round. But if this guy goes stand up the whole way, I think that Sulikov has the tools
Absolutely.
to pick it up, you know.
he's definitely tougher than
Yeah.
Lian, and then in that department. And yeah, if it's gonna be
A blow fight.
a blow fight, absolutely Salikov is gonna get it, and still he can take more punishment than
Yeah.
Lian any day of the week. So that's why we are choosing Salikov as our fifth pick of the night and the final pick, by the way, boys and girls. So
And
the
the
next
co-main.
fight is gonna be the co-main event. It's gonna be a women battle between women's strawweight battle between Watterson versus Lemos. Now, we did it, like I said, the last pick was in the previous fight. We're not picking a winner in here, but I do see there's a couple of
Lemos.
difference between
Lemos.
both our fighters, but Lemos seems to be like the favorite one in this one by a big margin. And
The only thing that I don't like the Lemos in this spot is because I checked her Instagram and she just had a baby. She didn't have it, but you know, like her wife, and you know what happens when you have a baby, you have with them, you know, she just fought with Andrade, so we don't know where is his mind right now. So, you know, like there's a few things that I would like to see her. We just saw what happened with Amanda Nunes when she got her child. So, you know, I'm not saying that it's going to happen again, but maybe she's a little distracted, you know. But I think that Amanda Lemos can take it, you know. Like, if you ask me where I can put my money, I would say Amanda Lemos.
all right. So, and the next fight and the main event of the evening is a featherweight main event. By the way, it's between Mr. Ortega himself
TCD
versus
Jair
Rodriguez.
La Pantera.
Listen,
Mexican fighters, both.
you guys know our rule.
Yeah.
We don't pick the main event unless it's kinda obvious. This one is not that obvious, but people are counting out on Jair
Yeah.
Rodriguez.
And they are bad.
And Jair Rodriguez, if you saw him in his last fight against Holloway, right?
After 2 years without fighting.
It was a
And
banger.
Yeah.
And the guy can strike. And
Yeah.
he has stroked Holloway a couple of times.
Yeah.
Now, if I remember correctly, Holloway versus Ortega couldn't touch this guy.
Yeah.
Not disrespect to Ortega though.
Yeah.
He's a warrior, he's a tough guy.
Yeah.
But my point is he couldn't touch Holloway, and Jair did.
The only thing that I think that Jair has to be like careful about it is when he lands the kicks, because remember that Ortega is a dangerous man in the mat, so he can take a kick, you know, and go to the ground. I think that that's the only thing, because a stand up, I think that is Rodriguez.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's gonna be Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Listen, if Ortega completely outstrikes Jair Rodriguez, I mean,
run naked in the street.
I don't know. He didn't do it against Holloway, or at least got even with him.
And I don't think that he has more speed than Jair.
No, hell no.
It's kind of-
Jair's a very dangerous
But
opponent.
we have to say that if this fight touched the ground only one time, Jair Rodriguez is a dead man with Ortega. Ortega
Sure.
is a black
Black as night. Belt.
yeah.
Well, this is gonna be a banger. This
Yeah,
is a
for
main
sure.
event. This is gonna be a
For sure.
banger.
Yeah.
Alright?
So let's wrap it up. Our 5 picks are: the first one is gonna be Da Hun Hyun against Dustin Jacoby. The second one, our more confident, is Jack Shore against Ricky Simon. The third one, plus money, Lauren Murphy against Misha Tate. The fourth one, at plus money too, Charles Jourdain against Chen Burgos. And the fifth and the last one, Muslim Salikov. This one is gonna be our 8th pick, our 8th winning streak if we get it. Also, we want to say that this one we are taking more risk because we are taking dogs. So if we go like negative and we catch one dog, we go plus money. So we have 2 dogs and 2 dogs and 3 favorites. So we are good, like we are. These guys have so much value that we like, but it's what we have. Next car is gonna be better. It's gonna be in England. We have Party the Body, we have Corti Play, really exciting car. But this is what we have this car and we have to do it. And like we always said, money time, baby. We don't
All
sleep.
that.
So
That's it.
something else, Mel?
Now, we wrap it up right here, right now. And you know how it is, boys and girls. So, by the way, bet responsibly and don't be a stupid son of a bitch. And, if you're winning 3 fights, just get the hell out of it, man. Just get the hell out of it. There's just no reason for you to stay there. Now, if you want to stay there and risk
And enjoy.
it, and then come into the channel and blame me, well, that's on you, fella. If you lost,
We lost.
we lost.
We always said it. Okay?
Right?
Catch
So, catch you guys later in the next one.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.